like my coffee dark.
I kind of want to talk about this whole Biden, I like my coffee black promo coffee president for the next term video he put out. When I first seen it, I'm like, what's supposed to be going on here? Because I'm confused, okay? So he's over here saying it's so awkward and cringeworthy. He drinks his cup of coffee, and on it has like Homelander eyes, laser beam eyes, and he's like, I like my coffee black, okay? So this seems like, once again, it's one of those things where he's trying to appeal to the black community, because obviously we know that he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And I'm thinking, you ain't black either. What are you even talking about? So that's one of the things. I feel like he's once again trying, in a desperate attempt to try to win over the black community. He gets the attention, obviously not because he's president, obviously, but it's also because he was vice president to Obama, who also created more wars. Black people were in worse conditions that they were in prior. And there's a lot of things he could have codified and, or codified and, just done a whole bunch of other things that he just simply did not do, because he wasn't for the people. And that's something that also kind of bothers me, is people just think that, oh man, it was a black man though, he's down for us. And it's like, no, he was just as corporate, and his stepdad was a billionaire, and that's how he got in, y'all. Okay. That's how he got his foot through the door, because he's just like everybody else. Okay. I was saying the same thing about AOC. When I was looking at her, I'm like, and Max, he was over here like, oh no, you jealous. I was like, no. I was like, but no, not at all. I was like, but if you're over here going to call the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, gonna say, oh well, she's like she's the mama bear. She's the mama bear of the Democrats. But she's an awful person. So you're also saying that you're an awful person? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm not saying I'm an awful person. I mean, but we're alike. I'm like the daughter to her, which means you're an awful person. And everybody was just like, oh, people say things. I'm like, no, she's admitting to being a piece of garbage. And then, what do you know? She's a piece of garbage. She's on TikTok promoting sunscreen. What? Yeah, Birdie, and then you should be promoting him. And then, you can see, get out. Just drop out. I drop out. Really? So for me, I was like, okay, whatever. I know what y'all are all on, and I see why people don't vote. I really see why people don't vote. Because why would you? Democrats are the same, Republicans are the same. Oh no, they're not. They're not the same, Alex. They're not the same. One tells you I don't care about you. One says I care about you, but it will stab you in the back. They're the same. You either want the piece of bread that has 15 mold spots on it, or you want the one that has 20. It's the same thing to me, But let's get into this dang thing, okay? Because when I looked at this whole promo video, or whatever this is supposed to be, saying he likes his coffee black, I immediately thought of Homelander from The Boys, okay? Homelander is played by Anthony Starr, and you got Carl Urban in there. You also got Dennis Quaid's Jack Quaid in there as well. He plays one of the main characters. And you got a whole other, host of people on there who are amazing, by the way. I mean, the show's an amazing show, okay? Definitely recommend watching it, but not with your kids, okay? Amazon Prime. But yeah, I mean, I honestly thought that, I was like, okay, this is like Homelander to me. I was like, were you trying to make this like Superman or something? Because this came off more like Homelander, and that's not a good thing. And that was one thing that Anthony Starr was actually saying that I completely agree with. Because you see all these people, and it's a mockery of what we have going on too. You have all these people where Homelander, he goes and, oh, someone says something in a crowd towards the end, like, man, F this. And then Homelander, yoop. And then he kills the dude. And then all your MAGA or whatever kind of people you want to consider, I will add some other Democrats in there too, but whatever. Once all these people are looking at it, they're like, wow, yeah, and they're going, wow, like, yeah. And it's like, oh no, oh no, and it's like, yo, that's not Good. And Anthony Starr, the actual actor of Homelander, is saying, I don't get why you guys are idolizing this guy. This guy is not meant to be loved. And you guys love him? Come on, y'all. This says a lot about you because this character is purposely made for you not to like him. But you guys are infatuated by him. It's really odd. So that's what I'm looking at with him because, his connection to Obama, and now he's the president, and people are, and just because he's a Democrat, people are like, oh my God, he's great. He's amazing, you guys. You're Homelander. Okay? Because when you look at Homelander, I look at Homelander as being a representation of death, which you are a war machine. You've killed multiple people. You and your administration, you and Obama's administration, which you also were a part of. Murdering many people, countless deaths going on. Destruction of still not having a universal health care, just like pretty much everywhere else that is a G7 nation or that is of the developed countries. Not having universal health care, not having a livable minimum wage, which in now $20 bare minimum is what people should be making. $20 bare minimum. You have rent increases to the point where we're getting to a point where we could hardly even sustain what we have. We could hardly even live. Food prices, the gas and oil industry going up, going down, constant fracking, helping in aiding the climate change. All your secrets that you guys are keeping journalists in prison. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you're doing, and we're just supposed to be like, yeah, but you're great though. I mean, he's amazing. And it's like, nah, you're a Homelander, dude. Okay. You have great power, just like Homelander, because you yourself, you're the president of the United States, which is supposed to be anyways, the most powerful position to hold. But whatever, you have all the resources that you would need, and you have people backing you because you guys have done a great job in making people divide themselves. You're black, I'm white, I don't like you. You're a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I don't like you. You're Jewish, I'm Muslim, I don't like you. Insert whatever other divisions that there are, so that's also another thing. You have really separated people, and now you have a giant group of people on your side, and they will always be separated until they realize that it's us in the 1%. But nobody wants to understand that people are so worried about, well, I'm not even going to get into all the extra stuff. But people are so worried about their own little divisions. Okay. And of course, you have your corruption that is there. We know what y'all did. You're printing $1 trillion a day. Okay. You're bailing out the banks constantly. You guys are giving yourself money with the PPP loans. And you guys just wiped your stuff away and was like, okay, cool. And then you guys are doing all that. So it's a lot of different stuff. And then to add on the eyes glowing, I'm like, dude, you're Homelander. So I don't know if this was supposed to be like I don't know what this was supposed to be. Okay? I don't know if this is supposed to be like hey, I'm for the black people. But I'm like, okay, what you're telling me is you are more like not for the black people. Because Homelander, I don't remember Homelander being racist. I don't think, he just didn't like his judgmental stuff that was going on. His when he placed judgment, he just thought everyone was inferior to him, just how the 1% is. Oh, well, you guys are nothing, you guys aren't worth anything, you guys are whatever to me, so it's like that's the vibe I was getting from this whole thing. I'm like, dude, you're not, I don't know what this was supposed to be. I mean, and everything that he's been doing has been cringeworthy. It's like, dude. And no wonder. I mean, everyone is looking at it and everyone's like, United States, you all suck. You all suck. You're a joke. Because people can't get together for anything Because then someone's going to say, I'm offended by whatever. When we're talking about, let's make $20 a minimum wage. And you're saying, but I'm offended by $20. Let's make it $3. Let's lower it. You know what I mean? You have people who are just so divided and so stupid that they are so worried about these little things, but not the bigger picture that is actually going on. But yeah, I thought this was so odd, out of pocket. I'm like, what's even happening with this? Hey, I greatly appreciate if you could support me. Simply go to ebay.com. In the search bar, type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then support me. I have a wide variety of items on there, many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, such as candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes, so much stuff. I even have men's ties and comic books on there. Definitely support me, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.